everybody seems to be in it.
Yeah.
Right. Like you have the established brands that have been there for years. Then you have these new brands who are saying that their ingredients are better. Now, like everybody's kind of like trying to get their piece of this market of people trying to get healthy. And of course, you got the pharmaceutical companies also trying to help with whatever they're doing. So everybody wants to be healthy, and everybody is trying to get a piece of their market. How? And then you also have the people on Instagram making noise and showing off their bodies, and that of course it's kind of like flashing lights and gets people attracted to that. And at some, I think all of us at some point in our health journey, we're looking at something like, oh, I want to be
I
like
used
that.
to do that. I cringed. Even when I did that post, I hated posting selfies like that. And I was like, this is not what I'm doing for my business. I don't like this. Let's not do this. So yeah, I get.
So what was your focus, and what would you say if somebody's out there and they also want to help? Hey, I want to help people. I know this is important. I'm kind of like going against the grain. What was your secret to being able to build a business? Because it's new city, right? Like transition, new city.
Starting from scratch. I didn't have any clients. I had 0 clients when I moved here. I didn't know anyone when I moved here. So yeah, starting from a literal clean slate. Yeah, 0 clients, not ever been to the city. It was the 3rd largest city at the time. Now we're 4th, but it was the 3rd largest city at that time. And I didn't know what I was doing, but I was just, again, following my spirit. Like whenever you follow your intuition, it's never wrong. Like you cannot not follow your intuition. And when you don't, you regret it, right? So it's following my intuition. And how I was able to, I stood firm in what I believed. So I knew I was going to be going against the grain. And I know that I saw one of your questions there, but we'll talk about that later because I'll save that point for later. But I stood firm on what I was believing and where I was moving my business to, because I remember I had one client, because my office was located out inside of a gym here in Houston, and dealing with personal training clients. And this was such a pivotal point in my business, and love her to death. And I'll remember it forever because it was such a point for me to stand firm on what I was doing. So she said, Jennifer, she's like, I see what you're doing, blah, 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 but I can't, how are you going to help me without giving me a meal plan? Because I don't do meal plans. Yeah, I don't do meal plans. Have I done them in the past, or did I do them in the past? Sure. But there's no, like, you can't meal plans or whatever. So that's a whole other topic for another day. But she's like, how can you help me if you don't give me a meal plan? I need you to tell me, like, what to eat. And I'm like, that's not what I do in this business. Like, we're not focusing just on that. Meal plans don't work. This is why, et cetera, et cetera. And she was so adamant about it. And it was in that point in that point in my life where I was like, I can either give her this meal plan so she can be satisfied, so I can have a client. I needed money at the time, obviously, right? New client, all these things, kind of whatever. Or I could take the chance on myself and stand firm in my new branding, in my new beliefs, in my new knowledge, in my new education on this is how JENuine Nutrition does it. You can kind of take it or leave it, right? And she took it. Obviously, I didn't say that, but she took it, and she became one of my best clients. And she's like, Jennifer, she's like, and I told her as soon as she started her program, I was like, your body's going to tell you everything that it needs. Just how you said earlier, you started listening to your body. Our bodies speak to us all the time. And she thought that was foo-foo tree hugger talk. And a lot of people think I am a tree hugger, which I am. I love trees. You should all go hug some trees. I love my yoga and all those kind of things. But 2 months into her program, she was like, Jennifer, she's like, my body's telling me everything that it needs and I can hear it. So that's kind of how I built the brand, is like staying true to what I do and having the results speak for themselves, because I have 100% success rate, and all of my clients experience a mental and physical transformation. So it's the high quality touch point service. it's the genuineness. So that's the name. I mean, the name of my company is JENuine Nutrition, and it's me being authentic. It's me being genuine with my clients, giving them what they need, being honest with them, and letting them know this is not a quick fix. Like, we don't do quick fixes over here, because quick fixes don't last. And that's not going to set you up for a lifestyle. So this is it's a lifestyle change, and you leave with a whole different mental mentality. So that's, to answer your question, it's literally just staying true to me and the new brand, what I saw for the brand, and staying true to myself, which is being genuine. It's not just a play on words. Like, I remember the day I called and asked my brother, and I was like, what do you think about JENuine Nutrition? Because I am genuine. So like, and he's like, yeah, I mean, no one was using it at the time, and now everybody's using it. So it's like, yeah, okay, but I got it.
Yeah, it's a great brand.
Thank you.
And that's such a great point about learning to listen to your body, because most people don't, and it's so hard, right?